Going on to you, Capricorns. Okay, so for you, Capricorns, you have the Fool card, Four of Wands, and then you also have the Five of Wands. So there's a lot of like, uh, okay, let's see. And then the Fool also has a wand in their hand too. Interesting. Um, Interesting. Um, okay. So what I'm saying here for you Capricorns is that that's really interesting. Okay, that's really interesting because for you, what I'm seeing here is again, right? Like you Capricorns pretty much knew what it is that you're going to do for a very long time now. You have an idea of what it is that you Capricorns want to do. And a lot of what I'm seeing here is that a lot of people really think that they think for you, right? They actually tell you what to do, and you're a puppet, and you know they have you on like strings or whatever the case may be, and you know they tell you what to do and you Capricorns do it. There could be people around you Capricorns whom you stop talking to, or maybe you interact with, right? You don't have anything with them, but they've got a chip on their shoulder when it comes to you. uh but you know what it is that you're doing, you know. You Capricorns are basically like one of those people. You Capricorns are basically like one of those people that is in a position where you know what it is that you're doing, right? You have a plan, but people don't see what it is that you're talking about because they haven't done it themselves. And so they think you're out of your mind. But you Capricorns, you know, you thought about this. And see, this is where the Five of Wands come into play, right? Just because they don't understand, just because they don't understand you Capricorns, and they don't understand the way that you think, and they don't understand how just because they don't understand you Capricorns and how you think and how you know what I mean, you handle your business, doesn't necessarily mean that you Capricorns have lost it. It just means that it's a road that a lot of people have not have not chosen to pave, right? They haven't done it. And so the Eight of Wands now and the Empress, this is a card, these are two cards right here for you, right, Capricorns, where a lot of you are in a position where you're trying your hand with it, you know. It's something that's calculated. A lot of people can't see what it is that you Capricorns are talking about, but in the future they will, right? A lot of you may be investing. A lot of you Capricorns may be, you know, creating a business. A lot of you may be looking at it from a perspective of, okay, like, you know, you're really focusing on this and that. Your opposite sign is basically doing the same thing too. I don't know if y'all knew that, but go and check it out. Go and check out your opposite zodiac sign. They're doing the same thing too, right? Now, granted, love is mixed up with them because they got the same person or the same group of people contacting them and reaching back out, trying. But while it is that they live their lives, but that's what it is that you Capricorns got going on as well, right? You have people who are attaching themselves to you because they want you to like spend your money and do this and do that and whatever, finger wagging. And you Capricorns are like, you're not going to do any of that. You're going to do what you want to do with it. And, you know, here they are questioning it, right? It's like the movie He Got Game, right? Everybody questioning about what Jesus is talking about, right? what Jesus Shuttlesworth is talking about, right? Oh, well, what you doing? This, that, and the third. And it's like they don't really understand. They don't really want to accept that Jesus Shuttlesworth has a mind of his own. The movie He Got Game was actually in Brooklyn. You know, I'm from New York City, in Brooklyn, Coney Island, actually. And so, which is one of the last parts of Brooklyn, mind you, before you know what I'm saying, before you basically go to New Jersey waters. And then on the other side of that, on when you head out into Jersey waters, and then on the other side of that is New Jersey, the New Jersey boardwalk, right? Which looks kind of identical to the Coney Island boardwalk, right? If you've been there, if you've been to both, you'll know, you'll see what it is that I'm talking about, right? They both look alike. I've been to both. And so in any case, right, this is a situation for you where a lot of you Capricorns, once again, like, y'all know what type of time it is. You're not wasting your time. You have a mind of your own, and you're going to practice what it is that you Capricorns want to, because a lot of you Capricorns see the bigger picture. You understand that this new job that you have and the fact that things are looking good for you, you've got to basically use this to your benefit by actually, while you're here now, invest it, start a business, which basically is an investment, and, you know, become successful, become free. That's what it is that you Capricorns are chasing. You're chasing freedom. You're chasing not being able to, I ain't gonna say not being able, but you're chasing, you know, having to get up and go to a 9-to-5 job, be optional. And the thing about it is that there's nothing wrong with that. The Empress, and so you have responsibilities on your hand, right? And so right now you're listening. Some of you Capricorns, if you have people that you can trust, you're listening to what it is that people are saying to you, right? The people that you trust are saying to you, but you also need to understand, don't listen to them right now, because if they're not qualified to teach you about whatever it is that you're trying to get into, don't listen to them. Before I started my YouTube channel, it was a shady thing, because it was shady because I was asking people what do they think, and they was like, well, I don't know. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna go at least try it out and see for myself if this thing will work. And it does. And so this is why I was saying, try something. If it doesn't work for you, right? If you keep trying and it doesn't work for you, try something else. You dig what I'm saying? The Six of Wands and the Hermit represents how this is a position for you Capricorns where, and so because of this, like I said, you're moving forward, right, successfully. But then you also have the Hermit. You're moving forward while at the same time, right, you Capricorns, you don't want to move, you don't want to not listen to anything that they have to say, which you can get you caught up. So in other words, you Capricorns, you're investing while at the same time you're trying to listen to the people closest to you that you accept, right? Because you don't want to end up making a misstep. Let me tell you Capricorn something, right? A word of wisdom, right? Go to people specifically who knows what you're talking about. Go to people specifically who has experience in what it is that you're talking about. So in other words, I wanted a video game made. I went to a person who makes video games and I paid them. The video game is now in the works. Right? The main character is in the works. You know what I'm saying? They're handling their business, doing certain things, blah, blah, blah. So you don't go to people who don't have 10,000 hours in da-da-da-da-da, right? Whatever it is that you're looking for. You go to people who do this, okay? Those people, no disrespect to your peoples, but those people are in the peanut gallery, just talking. Go to people who know what it is that you're trying to do, because they've done it themselves. So then you have the Ace of Wands, okay? And the Ace of Wands right here represents how, because you're going to find those types of people, all they can do is give you their concerns. They're going to tell you about, when, I'm saying, all the stuff. When the stock market was going down, right? When the stock market was going down, I think earlier this year, whatever the case may be, people was telling me, chill out with like buying stocks and all this type of stuff, and chill out and da 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 and blah 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 blah. And it's like the only reason why it is that they was telling me that was because they don't understand stocks. I bought more stocks then. I did not get scared. I bought more of them. Now I'm up. And this is what I mean when I say you have to be able to go into situations that people are scared to. That's one of the hallmarks of a leader. Everybody, see, this is what I'm talking about. People don't understand what leadership is. A lot of people don't. You can tell, like, right? Leadership. So everybody want to be Indian chiefs, but you're scared when the stock market go down. No, go into it. If you can't go into it, if you don't have the heart to go, you're not a leader. What are you talking about? You're not an Indian chief, right? Not you, but I'm saying those people. You feel me? Sit down. And so the World card and the Ten of Pentacles, right? For you Capricorns, the World card is Capricorns. It's Capricorn. But this is you, literally, yes, but also this is you for real, because Capricorn, right, the World card is about how things are going to get even better than what they are right now, because you are investing, because you're starting a business. Some of you Capricorns may even get into private equities. Private equities is you go out, you have money, you go out, you look for a business, one that's not listed on the stock market because it's not that big, right? In order to be listed on the stock market, you gotta have like millions to billions of dollars and register with them, right? Go to register with them. No, local businesses who may make a couple of million, but it's not like high to that degree, or thousands, hundreds of thousands, but it's not like wild high or whatever. Regardless of the who or what, you may want to go look at your own neighborhood, look at certain neighborhoods, wherever it is that you go, check out the businesses there, check out the locations, check out what's happening, and then try to see if you can find a business. If you have some money, right, that you have stacked up, that you've been saving up, which you should put in a bank account. You don't want to leave that amount of money laying around. Why? Because people will snoop through your things. That's one of the things that I've had to experience before I had a bank account, was trying to save some money, right? Older sibling going through my money. What are we doing? Why are you going through my money? Like, what's up with you? Like, what's going on? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And so the ten of Pentacles is about how a lot of you Capricorns are in a position where the 10, right? The 10 also, Capricorn is the 10th zodiac sign, Pentacle cards, Earth cards, right? So this is also you in that sense. And this is also about, in a minor arcana, this is you. This is about how, and so things are coming together. It doesn't necessarily always mean that you'll have like a family and stuff like this per se, or love is in the air. What it means is that things are coming together, right? Things are going your way. And so once again, let's clarify the World card, right? The Eight of Cups, Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles, right? So again, the Eight of Cups, Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles, stepping from one part of your life to another big part of your life. The Hierophant, huge part of your life. You're doing something that you've never done before, and so the excitement is there and the nervousness is there because you've never invested before. Maybe you've never, you know what I'm saying? And so, you hear all this, you hear all this fear mongering. All this, everybody's always trying to tell you this is, this is another reason why I say people need to really sit down. Stop trying to be Indian chiefs. You know why? Because I'm gonna say it. It's so lame. Everybody ego. Do you invest? No. But then when you hear them talk, this fear mongering. Boga, 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 boga. You can't be considered an Indian chief unless you put your money where your mouth is. Shut your mouth. All this talking and bravado and acting like an Indian chief, you just strutting your stuff and you ain't put any money into the game. Hush your mouth. Till you do that, hush your mouth. You know why? Because they'll tell you about all this stuff, right? But then you Capricorns are actually putting your money where your mouth is. That's why. That's one of the reasons why. You're seeing why, with all of this trying to front like they're leaders and all of that, most people are renditioning what leadership is at best. What I mean when I say rendition, I mean a fake carbon copy that isn't even very good. Because the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles, right? You have people that look up to you while at the same time, King of Pentacles, you've got to remain focused. So you are demonstrating, showing what leadership skills that you have. And that's good because you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Don't be surprised if more people start to look at you as their example. Other than that, that's it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. If you want to come through and get a personal reading from me, the link to that is in the comment section below, called the Linktree link. Peace.